What if I told you there's a city on Turkey's Black Sea coast that most tourists have never heard of, with trams, parks, a stunning seafront, and some of the best tea you'll ever drink? That city is Samsun, and today I'm taking you inside it. Samsun is a city of about 1.3 million people, sitting right on the edge of the Black Sea in northern Turkey. It's not Istanbul, it's not Cappadocia. There are no crowds of tourists fighting for the perfect photo spot. What you get here instead is real Turkish city life, and honestly, that's what makes it special. The city has a surprisingly modern feel. Wide boulevards, a beautiful seafront promenade that stretches for kilometers, and a tram system that's clean, cheap, and genuinely useful. First impressions? This place is underrated. Let's start with the tram, because if you visit Samsun, this is the easiest and most scenic way to see the city. The Samsun tram runs right along the seafront. You hop on, pay next to nothing, and within minutes you're watching the Black Sea roll past your window. On one side, the water. On the other, the city. I rode it end to end just to see where it would take me. It passed through the main square, past the old bazaar area, along the coast and out toward the newer parts of the city. Total trip? About 25 minutes. Totally worth it. If you're visiting and don't know where to start, get on the tram. It'll show you everything. After the tram, I walked the seafront promenade, and this is where Samsun really surprised me. The promenade is long, clean, and beautifully maintained. There are benches, trees, small cafes, people jogging, families walking, kids cycling. On a sunny day, the Black Sea here looks genuinely stunning, deep blue, clear, calm. This is where locals come to breathe. Early morning, late evening, there's always someone here. It has that feeling of a city that actually takes care of its public spaces. One thing you'll notice quickly, Samsun is very green. The city has invested seriously in parks and open spaces, and it shows. One of my favorite stops in Samsun was the Observatory Book Café, called Rasathane in Turkish. This place is exactly what it sounds like. A cafe inside an old observatory building with floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, high ceilings, and huge windows that let in the most beautiful natural light. You order your tea or coffee, find a spot, and suddenly 2 hours have passed. It's the kind of place that makes you want to stay in a city longer than you planned. The coffee is good, the atmosphere is incredible, and it's completely free to enter. You just buy a drink. If you visit Samsun and only have time for one cafe, make it this one. Now, the train journey from Amasya to Samsun. I want to be honest with you, this is one of the most beautiful train rides I've ever taken in Turkey. Maybe one of the most beautiful I've taken anywhere. The route cuts through the Pontic Mountains. Steep green hills, river valleys, old stone bridges, tunnels through the rock. The landscape changes constantly. At one point you're in dense forest, and then suddenly the Black Sea appears in the distance. The journey takes a little over 2 hours. There's no high-speed rail here. It's an older regional line, but that slowness is part of the charm. It gives you time to actually look. If you're planning to visit Samsun, consider arriving by train from Amasya. The destination is great, the journey is better. Beyond the main attractions, what I kept coming back to in Samsun was the everyday life of the city. The local market area near the old town, streets lined with small shops, tea houses, bakeries, locals going about their day, the smell of fresh bread and roasting nuts. Nobody's performing for tourists here. Nobody's selling you a fake experience. This is just a Turkish city being itself, and there's something really refreshing about that. I sat in a small tea house for about an hour, paid almost nothing, watched the street. That ended up being one of my favorite hours of the whole trip. You cannot visit Samsun without talking about the food. The Black Sea region has its own distinct food culture in Turkey, and Samsun is a great place to experience it. The star ingredient? Anchovies, called hamsi in Turkish. They're served fried, baked in bread and soup. The locals are very serious about their hamsi. Beyond the fish, you'll find excellent pide, the Turkish flatbread topped with meat, cheese, or egg, baked in a wood-fired oven. Samsun-style pide is slightly different from what you'll find in other parts of Turkey. Thinner, crispier, and very good. And of course, tea, endless tea. Turkey's Black Sea region grows the country's tea, and in Samsun you'll drink more of it than you thought possible. Small glass, strong brew, zero milk. Perfect. A few practical things if you're planning to visit Samsun. Getting there, Samsun has its own airport with direct flights from Istanbul, about an hour and a half. You can also take the train from Ankara, which is a scenic overnight journey. Getting around. The tram covers the main coastal route. For other areas, taxis and rideshare apps work well. The city is walkable in the center. When to go, summer is warm and green, but locals will tell you spring and early autumn are the best times. Fewer crowds, milder weather, and the Black Sea at its most dramatic. Budget. Samsun is genuinely affordable, even by Turkish standards. A full meal at a local restaurant will cost you very little. The tram is cheap. The cafe culture is generous. So, why Samsun? Because it's a real city, not a theme park version of Turkey designed for tourists, not overrun with tour groups and souvenir shops. It has history. This is the city where Ataturk landed in 1919 to begin the Turkish War of Independence, and that history is present everywhere you look. It has nature, the Black Sea, the mountains, the green hills surrounding the city. It has culture, the food, the tea houses, the local life. And it has almost no international tourism, which means when you visit, you're genuinely discovering something. That feeling is harder and harder to find. If you're making the trip to Samsun, I strongly recommend combining it with a stop in Amasya, the city we traveled from by train. Amasya is one of Turkey's most beautiful and least visited cities. Pontic rock tombs carved into the cliffs above the city. Ottoman wooden houses reflected in the river, an ancient citadel on the hill above. The two cities together make a perfect short trip. 2 or 3 days in Amasya, then the train journey to Samsun, then a few days on the Black Sea coast. It's one of the best itineraries in Turkey that most people have never considered. Samsun won't be on the tourist trail forever. These things have a way of changing, but right now, in this moment, it's still a city you can visit and feel like you actually found something. If you go, take the train from Amasya, ride the tram, sit in the Rasathane Kafe, eat the hamsi, walk the seafront at sunset, that's Samsun, and it's worth it. If you're planning a trip to Turkey and want to go somewhere real, put Samsun on your list. Subscribe for more Black Sea travel content. New video every week. I'll see you in the next one.